Bonjour tout le monde, welcome to Weekday Wanderings in Paris. My name is Jacqui. Today we are not actually inside of Paris, we're way outside of Paris. We're on the eastern edge, we're in zone 4. So if you know, Paris is divided into, or Greater Paris, Ile-de-France is divided into 5 zones. 5 of course being the outer zone. Paris itself is zone 1, and then some of the outer regions of Paris lie in zone 2, and then you've got more little towns outside of Paris, zone 3, zone 4, and the likes of Charles de Gaulle, the airport, are in zone 5. So we're right outside of Paris today. Bonjour to everyone who's joined us. So as I was just saying, we're not in Paris at the moment. Bonjour Kim, welcome, thanks for coming. So a bit of a chaotic day today, where I need to be here in Noisy-le-Grand, so it's east of Paris. Bonjour Robin, bonjour Susie. Oh, thank you for my hair. Yes, I got my hair done yesterday. I was feeling a bit old and decrepit, so I went into a random hairdresser and he just chopped my hair, so I'm very happy. So that's great, thank you. So yeah, we're in Noisy-le-Grand today. So I don't come here very often, but I have reason to be here today. So I thought whilst I'm here I would show you something pretty cool, very brief but pretty cool. First of all, getting here was a bit chaotic. Susie says you're not old. I feel old. Bonjour Margaret. Margaret knows I'm kind of old. She knows my dilemmas. Okay, so hi Judy, glad you could join us. So anyway, let me tell you about where we are. We're in Noisy-le-Grand. Like I said, it's east of Paris. It's almost on the way to Marne-la-Vallée, which we're actually in the Marne-la-Vallée at the moment. But the farthest edge of that is where Disneyland is. So Susan McGregor, hi, bonjour, Judy and all. Jacqui, your hair looks lovely, thank you very much. Okay, so where we're going now is just something pretty cool. If you were with me for my walk at Plaisance Montparnasse, I went to a place that was it was a bit of space age architecture. It was by a Spanish gentleman named Ricardo Bofill, who actually died beginning of this year. He created some amazing architectural feats and very artistic in their nature. So one of his greatest achievements is right here in front of me. So we're going to walk towards it and have a quick look at it. It is actually private property, so if I get told to turn my camera off, I will have to oblige. So let's go. So first of all, let's turn the camera around. So this area is pretty run down. It's been built up mainly in the 70s and 80s. So as you can see, this large structure here, which is actually a parking ramp, that was built in the 80s, and the rain has arrived. I knew this would happen to me. We're forecast for torrential rain and thunderstorms today, and the rain has just started, so yay. Jen Lee, hi there. So this sounds like quite an adventure today. It's been an adventure. I spent probably a good part of an hour and a half on a train, or on various trains. I had to keep getting off them because things were broken down. There was an accident on the line, which often happens. So in order to get where I am today, I took line RER-A. So we have various RER lines, which are the suburban trains. Well, there are 2 types of suburban trains, but the RER is basically like the metro on steroids. So RER-A is the one that got us to where we are. Okay, so like I said, we've got a lot of new buildings going up and amongst these older buildings. Okay, so as you can see, standing out, there's a rather large building here that's kind of a orangey browny colour. This is where we're heading to. Now back to where I was talking about Montparnasse Plaisance. we took you to a building called, well actually there were a couple of buildings called the Colon, with the Jardin de Sol, and its accompanying building which is called Les Espaces du Baroque, that's the name. Okay, so this space here, it's very, very out there. This was started in 1978 and finished in 1983. This is an apartment block. It's gargantuan. It's a very dystopian feel to it. And if any of you are fans of the Hunger Games and have seen the movie, so they actually use the inside of this as the film set. So I haven't actually seen the Hunger Games, the movie, so I haven't seen it firsthand, but I know a lot of Hunger Games fans come here just to see it, just to see that it's actually a real building, which is pretty stunning. It's gargantuan, it's enormous, it's really interesting. So let's have a look. So this building here is composed of 3 pieces. I hope we don't lose reception because there's a lot of concrete here. I have some of these little sculptures here, little things. Look at it, isn't it amazing? Okay, so there's 3 parts to it. There's the Palacio, the arch, and the theatre. Give you a little glimpse down here. Susie says, love the architecture, isn't it amazing? It is rather stunning. Look at it. So there are 591 apartments here. Okay, so if we have a look at this plan here, this tells us what we are inside of. So we're in the Palacio part, and we will come out through the middle there, go through the arch and up to the theatre, le théâtre. Let's go. So apart from the rain, yesterday was la rentrée, which is when the children all go back to school, which is pretty awesome for Parisians. Okay, have a look at this. Okay, probably not the best angle, but imagine living here. So it's an amazing garden. Look at these stairs. Let's see if I can get down these without falling. So there are there's 3 lots of architecture done by Ricardo Bofill in Paris. Well, there's this one, which is of course outside of Paris. There's another one at Cergy, which is on the other side of Paris, outside. And of course there's the one at Montparnasse. Okay, so it's pretty overwhelming, huh? So as I said, behind us, this part here is called the Palacio. I don't know how this is translating from a viewer's perspective, so I hope it's good. So this part here is called the arch. And as you can see, there are no windows on this side. But there are, I think it said there were 22 apartments in this structure here. So if we see it from the other angle, you get a better look at it. Judy says, is it in good condition? Actually in the the early 2000s, they were looking at it and considered demolishing it because of its disrepair. And it was decided to save it, so they actually got Monsieur Bouffill to come back and do a bit of reparation work on it. But to be honest, it is still in a bit of sad condition. It is low-cost housing. I can imagine there's people being here for quite a while as well. But it just has the most awesome sort of feel to it. Very surreal. Robin says, now I know it's the Hunger Games, not sure I want to live there. I've not seen the Hunger Games myself either. Judy says, we are losing reception from time to time, but okay, I thought that might happen. We're actually going out the other side. Robin says it is quite dystopian, as you mentioned, hence why it's been used as film set in the past. Yes, we're in a bit of a concrete jungle. Now, I have, for those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, you would have seen this before. I came here last year and did a private video of this. So, some of you will have seen it before. Anyway, that's all. Susie says it's not too run down. It's, yeah. Well, considering a lot of the new buildings that are going up around it at the moment, it's going to age very quickly. So, there we go. Let me see if I can head back down here to the garden. There's a lot of noise out that entrance way to the behind me, so probably best to avoid that. So yeah. It's a great little space. Can you imagine living here with this kind of outdoor setting? So this is the theatre, it says, and you can see why. This would be a great place to hold events. And of course you've got all this lovely seating here, and then of course if you live here you could even watch from the window. Judy says, wow, well worth seeing, Jackie, thank you. So, looks like it'll be a very short video today, which is probably a good thing. And here we go. This is called Les Espaces d'Abraxas. Abraxas, I did a bit of research on that, and Abraxas are Greek gods, Roman gods, Persian gods, Syrian gods, Egyptian gods. So there is a god named Abraxas. Look at that. And the rain's falling again. Kim says, would be terrible for it to be torn down. Awesome building, isn't it? It's fantastic. I think it's amazing, and I'm pleased it's here. Claude Nicolas Ledoux, 1735 to 1806. I doubt whether he lived here, but there we go. Isn't that cool though? Right in the middle of a nice new housing project. And look, we've got a beautiful park over here for the kids, including basketball courts, etc. So that's really quite cool. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, shall we? Noisy-le-Grand. You can get here from Area A. City Stade des Abraxas. So I will post some links about this building and its history and the such, and I'll post some photos as well. The aerial shots are amazing because actually at the top it's grassed, so it's kind of surreal when you look from above. There's this big grassed area, which is like wow. Anyway, that's all for me today, I think. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the encouraging comments on my hair. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, we'll see you in a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Judy, as always, and everybody else who's joined us today. Take care, everybody. Bye.